tea and chat.
Chat with tea.
Tea chats.
Tea chats. Welcome to Our Life in Books, where we talk about our lives, books, and everything in between. I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Samantha. And we're cousins. I forgot the intro. Grab yourself some tea and get cozy because we are ready to chat. But first, what tea are we drinking?
As you can hear me drinking, I'm so sorry. So it's the Our Life in Books tea.
Yes,
we have
our
a tea. Blend. It's so good.
It's so good.
So it's got Ceylon Sonata black tea, blueberry, cream, and cinnamon flavors.
Basically, we made a tea that we really love so we can drink it all the time. And
yeah, we
amazing.
Made like our favorite tea.
Yeah, we just ordered the big tins and they're so cute. I have mine sit on my desk at work.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Look how cute.
I've been drinking it every day.
I just took mine out of the box today.
Fake fan.
I'm just saying.
We are so ready to chat. We have so many things to talk about
today.
Many
things, because there's like been so many things in the past couple weeks that have happened or that I'm doing, and I'm like, I can't tell her because I have to tell her on tea chat.
Exactly. So I'm like, oh, we'll start a conversation. Be like, oh, never mind. I can't tell you till the podcast. So
it's so frustrating because some things I forgot to put in here, so I feel like I know there's stuff I forgot.
Oh yeah, there's definitely stuff we're gonna like ramble on about. Oh, man. All right. So you talk about the first thing. We're going to first talk about some podcasts we've been listening to.
Yeah. So I don't even remember how I heard about these. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I just started listening to these podcasts, and they're true crime podcasts.
Okay.
So the first one is Don't Talk to Strangers, and it's about the Oakland County child murders that happened in Wisconsin? No, Michigan.
Yeah.
And it is very dark. It's murder of children. Yeah. So but they deep dive into each particular child that was considered part of the child murders.
Okay.
And so I don't think that they ever come to a conclusion, but I also didn't finish it because it got to be too much because I was listening to that. And then also it's called True Crime BS. I can't say the word.
Yeah.
But this one's about Israel Keys.
Why does that name sound familiar? It's been bugging me.
There's an episode of True Crime Junkies, and they cover Israel Keys, and he's like that really super prolific serial killer who used to hide kill kits.
Oh yeah, because last podcast on the left did him as well. So
this
it's a very interesting character.
Yeah,
person.
So this podcast is all about him. And they share like interviews where he was, giving the interview to police officers.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to listen to because he just talks about killing these people in such a just like offhanded, like he's just having a conversation. Like he's talking about murder.
Yeah.
And I don't know. So I started listening to those two. I was listening to them like back to back, like off and on. And then finally I was like, I can't. Like, I have to take a break from these because both of them are so dark. Mm-hmm. So then I went back over to Armchair Expert.
Yes, we love
Dax's podcast. And Aubrey Plaza was on there.
I love her. Was she funny?
Yes. And I didn't realize she's got a history of stroke.
What?
Yeah. Like she's so young. Usually you hear about that in older people. But yeah, so she's had a stroke before. And she said... Well, she's had a major one and then she's had like another minor one. But she said it's like she walked into her friend's apartment, and this is when she was doing a lot of improv and stuff. And so she was always like joking around with her friends, and she walked into their apartment and she looked down and realized she could see her hand, but it didn't feel like it was her hand because she couldn't feel it. Like her whole arm, she just couldn't feel it. And so she didn't think it was hers, and she couldn't talk. So she's like laying on the floor, like half paralyzed. She can't talk, and they all think she's doing a bit.
Oh no.
And so it took a while for them to catch on that she was really like in trouble.
Yeah. And
she went to the hospital, but they don't know what causes it.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. And she's so young.
Yeah. How old is she? Around our age?
Yeah. She can't be that much older.
Yeah. I had no idea. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to listen to that.
And then I was so excited because oh god, now I'm gonna forget his name. I've been watching Barry on HBO. It's a new show. I think I might have talked about it on here before. But
will you refresh my memory?
It's Bill Hader is the main character, and he is a hitman. And so he kills people for money, but then he like finds himself as part of this like improv theater group.
Okay.
And just kind of like gets wrapped up in that, but also is still killing people and trying to get out of it. And it's like dark funny.
Okay.
So he's on Dax's podcast, and I'm so excited because he's one of my favorite people. I love Bill Hader.
What else is he in?
He's in a lot of stuff. Like he's one of the cops in Super Bad.
Oh,
God.
okay. All right. I gotcha.
He's in a lot of stuff.
I guess
But that was one of the first things I saw him in. And then, of course, he did something like 7 years on SNL.
Yeah, he did.
And so a bunch of the seasons of SNL are on Hulu. So I started going back and watching those too.
Yeah.
Just because I want to see him.
You're like, I like him. That's awesome.
So that's what I've been listening to.
Yeah.
All the things.
Shoot, more than me. I started and actually finished listening to Gladiator, Aaron Hernandez, and Football Inc. And do you know anything about Aaron Hernandez?
I know I've heard stuff.
So I knew the name, but that's it. I don't know why I just didn't hear anything about what he did or what he was like, but it just goes into his life and like how he got from like, you know, a young football star to like NFL to then like in trouble and murder and jail and then death. It goes through everything. Like every single episode is focusing on a part of his life, and you get to hear like jail cell recordings of him talking. And it's so crazy to like hear about like the details of how he got where he was, and like then they go into like football and how it's like what is that called? CBE, when they hurt their heads, what's it called? People are probably screaming at me right now. When the injury that goes to the brain that they can only tell when CTE, chronic traumatic encephalopathy or whatever. I know I'm butchering the name. I'm sorry, guys. But basically, it's for brain damage occurs from repeatedly blunt impact, like tackles in football. But they can only see if you have it if you're dead.
Oh my God. So
like all of these, so it's like this big thing in football now where they're like, okay, we need to make it safe, and like a bunch of people are like, you know, arguing about it. I think NFL finally came out and recognized that this is an issue. But basically, like all these football players who are like going a little like crazy when they're older, or like forgetting things or can't move, they're all like vowing to like donate their brains to like science afterwards, because that's what the Aaron Hernandez family did, is they donated his brain, and they said that kind of trauma they hadn't seen in someone that young ever. Like the person that had that much trauma was like a 50-year-old, and he was like 24.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So it's just crazy. Like they talk about Aaron Hernandez and you know, obviously it brings up the question, like, if he murdered these people, was it because of CTE, or was it because he was a person, or you know, did this on purpose, or was it both, or like, it doesn't like finalize anything. It just kind of like brings up a lot of good questions about football. I thought, you know, how dangerous it is. And the guy who, I can't think of his name, but the guy who is the reporter of it, he really is like struggling because he has a grandson who is 8 and wants to be in tackle football. And that's the same age Aaron Hernandez started tackling football and got his first head injury. And so it's these questions of like, and they called it Gladiator because Gladiator, you know, was this big thing back in the day where people would go and like basically die over this, and they would want heroism. And that's kind of like what football is now. People go in and they abuse their bodies. Like they said that, like, you know, if you're hurt, you keep playing, because if you get taken out, you could never go back in because someone might take your place and do better. Right. And so they play hurt, they play sick, they play everything. And it's just like how they compare it to like how the Gladiators used to be to how it is now.
So, you know, Alex is like super into football.
Yeah, yeah.
And we've talked about this before about how, you know, people complain that athletes and especially football players make so much money.
Yeah.
And aside from the obvious, like they bring in so much money.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense they get paid that much because they're basically like giving up their body for a couple years of doing this job. Yeah. You know, like there's no other job where you're sacrificing years of your life or years of your body, you know, just in order to win a game. Like, you know,
there has to be some compensation. Yeah. Kurt recommended this to me. And what I also thought was interesting is like they asked the football players who are now like older, out of football, retired, having like memory issues, having like, you know, struggling with their body and their mind. And they're like, well, it's really hard. Like this one guy was like, it got me out of poverty.
Yeah.
How could I turn it down? There's no way. He's like, I couldn't tell a young guy to turn it down because he might get hurt because I did it and I would do it again.
Yeah.
It's just insane.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know much about any anything.
It's a double-edged sword. Like,
Yeah.
what do you do? Like, yeah, you make a lot of money, but it's only for a few years because most guys aren't in it for
exactly
all that long. But, when you come out the other side, how broken are you?
Exactly.
In maybe not just physical too.
No, I think a lot of it's mental. I think it's a lot of it is just like they're terrified. Like some guys can't remember anything, have trouble talking, have trouble doing any like normal things when they get older because their brain has experienced so much, physical damage.
Well, it's just crazy the things that we do for like dreams. Because to like take it back when Bill Hader was on Dax's podcast, he was talking about he was on SNL for like 7 years. In those 7 years were the most stressful of his life. That's all like a lot of times when people do improv and stuff, they're working towards SNL and it's like this big thing to get it. But then he said while he had it, it was the most stressful job he's ever had in his life. He didn't sleep. He used to get really bad migraines where he would go completely blind. And like Jason Sudeikis had to walk him out. Like he had to still do the show. And so Jason Sudeikis walked him out to his spot so that he could do his scene and then be walked off and go sit in his dressing room. So like all these things that people are doing to themselves just so that they can have their dream.
It's insane.
It's like the dedication is really impressive, but also it's crazy.
Well, and you think like no one knows that. No one knows like what football players go through or like what actors or and anybody else in any field go through because a lot of us like it's kind of like, oh, you've got everything so you can't complain kind of thing. And money and everything, everybody's working hard.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's crazy though.
Yeah, it is. It's insane the things that people do.
I mean, I want not to like say us, but like we push to our limits sometimes too with like all the stuff we take on.
Staying up late and
Yeah.
Well, actually, I just took a week-long. I know that your hiatus has been a little longer because you've had other things going on, but I just took a week-long break from Instagram.
Oh, that's awesome.
The only thing I posted on my blog was the new release post on Tuesday last week, and I didn't post anything last week. And
how'd it feel?
It was nice, but at the same time, like I come back and I'm like, okay, now I have all these things I have to do because I just missed a full week.
Oh, yeah. It's killing me to be on hiatus right now, but since I'm like in between living places, it's just like it has to happen. No, I can't, and I'm not gonna
well, you could, but you don't want to force it.
Yeah, and I also don't want to put something out there that I'm gonna hate, and that the author's gonna hate. It's not gonna like promote a book the way I want it to. So I'm still like writing on the side, but I'm just like, if it has to do with Instagram or posting pictures, then it's just not gonna happen for at least a little bit longer. Yeah. Another podcast I want to talk about really quick. I'm still in the middle of it, but it's really interesting. Is the last podcast on the left's Bonnie and Clyde?
Ooh,
because I don't know anything about Bonnie and Clyde. Everyone's making fun of me because they're a big couple, and I know there's a couple like movies on Netflix or something, or adaptations, and everyone says they're so romanticized. Bonnie and Clyde are, but really they were like vicious.
Yeah.
And so I don't really know anything about them. So I'm on episode 1 when they're just introducing like Clyde's bringing and all that stuff.
So are they doing a whole like arc? About them?
So I think it's like 3 episodes they're going to do. Okay. So it's like, beginning, during, and then towards the end and stuff like that. But I'm really excited to learn about them.
I've read stuff, but I don't remember like details really.
Yeah. So those are the podcasts we've listened to.
So many.
We have a lot of, if anyone has recommendations, but I'm definitely going to listen to the ones you recommended.
Yeah, they're like I said, they're good, but like you're going to have to throw in like a comedy podcast or something like in between some episodes because it gets really dark, especially the child murder ones.
Oh yeah,
the research is really amazing, all the in depth that she goes and stuff, but like it's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard to listen to. And Israel Keys, too. It's so hard to listen to his interview.
Oh, it probably just make me mad. You should really listen to... I know you're not a big football person, and neither am I.
Right.
But it was so interesting because I didn't know anything about...
I like
that kind of stuff. You do. Yeah, you listen to a sports crime podcast, right?
It's called Crime and Sports. Crime and Sports, there's more crime than sports.
Oh. Well, that one was a lot of crime. Actually, the sports were a part of it, but in a way to explain... the behavior of things.
Yeah, and see, that's what I like is like the psychology and like people, like why people do what they do.
That's why I like the last podcast on Left because they don't actually go over the murders hardly at all. It's just the psychology of what made them do that. And it just, it's so interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we both are now writing for someone, which is really exciting. You kind of introduced me to it. If you want to explain how you found out about it.
So I don't even know. I know I was following them on Instagram, and they every once in a while they'll post and say that they're looking for contributors. So it's the Nerd Daily. I don't think we've said it yet.
Oh yeah, sorry. The Nerd Daily.
But yeah, so every once in a while on Instagram or whatever, they'll post that they're looking for contributors. And I wrote for them for a little while, only had a couple articles, and then I kind of fell off just because life.
Yeah.
And so then I applied again, and you applied, and so yeah, we're gonna start.
It's exciting.
It is another thing that like I have to put on my list and actually like devote some time to it.
Oh, definitely.
Because, you know, like I said last week, I really took a hiatus, and that was when I had planned on like submitting my articles and stuff. So
what's the first thing? Let's just get a little spoiler. What's the first thing you're going to write about? Do you have a subject that you're going to like choose?
I haven't pitched my ideas to her yet, but I have a bunch of ideas. So
just give us the one that you're like looking forward to the most.
So I was considering, because I don't know if you've seen on my blog, I do like a 5 on Friday, and then I pick a theme. Well, I considered, because
I'm making that face because of course I've seen your blog.
Well, she had mentioned in like the rules and all the stuff that like stuff that you post in your blog is okay to submit there too.
Oh, that's cool.
So I was thinking like it would be really cool to do 5 on Friday with Nerd Daily too, with like different themes every week. But then
I like that.
There's a lot of people that do like weekly posts or monthly posts like about new releases and stuff already. So I was like, wouldn't it be fun to have a most gorgeous covers of the month?
Oh, that would be fun.
So yeah, those are a couple ideas.
I like it.
And see what she thinks.
I pitched more of video game and indie authors just because I enjoy where video games are going because I've been watching it for so many years. Like the transition from like doing YouTube videos on gaming to now live streaming to now Twitch streamers being like top professionals and
popular.
And like going to like events and like there's all these different things and it's so interesting because I think at least for me and a lot of the people who watch Twitch, which is like where you can go and watch gamers play, is that we all grew up watching video games. Like I grew up watching my older cousins play video games. My dad play video games. And so it's
that was
interesting.
my favorite thing. Like sitting and watching my dad play rather than playing myself because like he had done it before. He
and it was
knew
intense.
What he was doing. Yeah.
And sometimes you just want to like watch and it's like, I don't know what it is about it, but it's relaxing to me. So I wanted to write about that. So I kind of like one of my first pitches is just talking about this group of friends that plays Twitch that I watch.
Oh yeah.
Because they all have different banters and they're funny and they don't take it too seriously. They're just there to have fun and they have a lot of like inside jokes. And so when you're listening to them, you have the inside jokes as well and you feel like a part of the community.
Yeah.
And so I'm writing about that and then I want to write about like apps on like phone, all these games that people are playing and like what's interesting right now, what's new, what are people playing. So I want to write about that as well.
Do you think you want to make that like a monthly?
Yeah,
like
I think so. Yeah. I think with Twitch, I'm going to first do like the top 5 and then I'm going to do kind of like exploring different aspects of it. With the games, I want to do like a monthly just because I think that
like the hot
things are changing so fast and you get a phone, you know us, we get a phone or an app on our phone and we're playing it a bunch and then all of a sudden we're bored with it and we're like, okay, what's the next one? You know, some stick around for a while. And then the other one was just talking about indie authors, which, you know, I'm a big fan of. And if I can get other people's names out there besides just at my blog, I would really like to do that. So that will probably be like a weekly or monthly thing as well of like the top indie authors or the newest one, like indie authors who've just come out with their first book or, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
So
I love that we both have like different things too. It's so cool.
Yeah. So also we didn't mention the Nerd Daily is all nerd stuff. So it's like books, movies, TV shows, games. And then like there's a lot of people too that cover like weekly shows.
Yeah.
So they'll do recaps of shows and stuff. So that's another thing. I keep thinking like if I actually watch something regularly while it's on, that would be fun to do.
Yeah, definitely.
But
we don't.
Just never do.
Right.
Like,
same.
I always watch it, you know, a couple weeks later and binge.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like a lot of people watch shows and stuff. Like it's a thing everyone does. And so I kind of wanted to focus on what I love.
Yeah.
And what I love is watching people play video games or like finding out about new apps. Like it doesn't even have to be games, it's just new apps that are out.
Mhm.
Like I'm so into like getting the newest photo editing apps or a video editing app or all that kind of stuff. And then indie authors is just kind of a thing that I didn't realize I did until I was put on a blog and said I was one of the top indie author bloggers, and I was like, I am? Cool. I didn't know that. Thanks for telling me.
Right?
So that's pretty exciting. I'm happy for us. It's
I know.
gonna be fun.
I need to like get to it.
Yeah, same. You guys go check us out and check out the nerddaily.com. They're amazing and I love their website.
Yeah, they have stuff constantly.
Yes.
And like
you can definitely learn a lot about what's going on in the entertainment and gaming and all that stuff community.
And if you have like a niche or something that you like writing about or talking about, then definitely apply.
Yeah,
they're always looking for contributors.
Exactly.
People are like getting picked up and falling off all the time. So
yes. So movies.
Yeah.
You watched a new movie and I watched an old movie that I'd never seen before.
Yeah, I took the boys to see The Secret Life of Pets too.
I'm so jealous. I love
so
that
adorable.
Movie. It's so cute. Kevin Hart's in it. I like him as the bunny. And what is her name?
You know what? I never looked it up. But so Louis C.K. was the voice of the main dog in the first one.
Oh, yeah.
And after everything that's happened with Me Too and stuff, now I think it's Patton Oswalt. That's what it sounded like. I could be wrong. But here, let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, look it up.
Just because.
Well, I watched The Grand Budapest Hotel. Have you seen that?
Mm-mm.
So it's a very...
Yeah, Patton Oswalt.
Yeah? No, that's fine.
Yes.
So what did you think of it?
It was super cute.
Yeah.
It was just adorable. I love those movies. And it's so funny because like a lot of these kids' movies we'll go and see in the theater and then the kids will watch it 1,000 times at home. But if I don't see it in the theater with them, then I usually only see like
bits and pieces. Bits and pieces of it. I've always thought that series was good.
And so Kevin Hart is my favorite. And then at the end,
I like the little snowball too.
But at the end, Kevin Hart's character, it's a bunny, I guess, does a rap, and it's so hilarious.
My God,
it's my favorite part of the movie.
Really?
And it's like after the credits.
When the boys get it, I'll have to watch it. Well, I watched The Grand Budapest Hotel. It came out in 2014. The director is Wes Anderson, and the cinematographer is Robert.
Wes Anderson movie?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Robert Yeoman. And it's a very like fast paced, quick. Like they talk really fast, and there's a lot of like interesting cinematography with it, which is why I said like who they were, like who did it.
I want to see this. I didn't realize it was Wes Anderson.
Yeah.
His stuff is very interesting.
Yeah, it was very interesting. It was like nothing I'd ever seen before.
Moonrise Kingdom. Have you seen that?
No.
Alex and I watched that, and then Fantastic Mr. Fox is.
Oh, yep, I saw that.
I love that movie.
Yeah, so it's about a concierge and a lobby boy, and there's like they become friends, and like Gustav finds himself in like this weird situation, and they're having to like travel over the world, and it's definitely I'll have to watch it again because it was it's so fast paced, and there's so much going on, and there's so much to pay attention to, and it's not like it's like they don't like. They introduce the characters a little bit, but you have to like kind of like get to know them as it goes on. It was really interesting. I liked it. I'm gonna have to give it a shot.
So, is it on any of the streaming services? Do you know?
That is a good question. I don't know. Let me look. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we rented it. It's $3.99 wherever you want to go rent it at.
Okay.
Sorry about it.
He's also the what is he? A director or creator or whatever of Isle of Dogs, and the kids love that movie too. They're Isle of Dogs and Fantastic Mr. Fox are both like the claymation type looking movies.
Yeah,
I don't know what that's called, but anyways, yeah, I really like his stuff, so I'm curious about that movie. I didn't realize it was his.
Yeah, it was really interesting. So this reminds me really quick. I mean, we're gonna start talking about TV shows next. But do you remember when your brother said that they're gonna announce Nickelodeon announced a Young SpongeBob spinoff?
No.
Were you in the room when he talked about that? Yeah. So they're gonna make a.
Sorry, go ahead. I just thought of something.
They're gonna make a Young SpongeBob. I don't know what that means. I think it's called. It's gonna be called Camp Coral.
Oh.
Featuring a young SpongeBob during his time at summer camp.
What?
Yeah.
Well, did you know SpongeBob has been on for 20 years?
That's insane.
This weekend when we were back back home, the kids were watching like Nickelodeon, and it was the 20-year anniversary or whatever. And I was like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" Like, I knew that I was in 6th grade when it came out.
Yeah.
Right around that age. I just didn't. 20 years?
That's crazy.
Right? It's insane.
I feel old now. But yeah, isn't that crazy? They're going to make like a little kids one.
So you know what else I saw while we were watching Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
Did you know they brought All That back?
What?
Right?
Is it like new kid? Like, it's not old shows?
What's his name is on it? Good Burger. Kel? Right? Kel. I don't remember.
Was he the one that worked behind the catch?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Welcome
Kel.
to Good Burger Home. Because he's so the commercial I saw was the Jonas Brothers walk into the Good Burger, and it's him standing there saying that, and I was like, what? And then the commercial ended, and it said, "All That's back," and I was like, excuse me, what?
What?
I loved that show.
That's crazy. Yeah, that was one of my favorite shows. What are you looking at?
I gotta figure out.
That was
his
like,
name.
what are you looking at?
Oh, maybe he was just back for just like an episode.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I do really want to know. Is it Kel Mitchell? God, I should have known that.
Kel Mitchell.
And then
Yeah, because you know about what happened with him, right? Keenan and Kel.
Mm-mm.
So,
Lori Beth Denberg's back too.
love her. She was one of my favorites, actually. So basically, I could be wrong. I can hear static, but I could be wrong. But basically, they both tried out for SNL, and only Keenan got it, and so Kel didn't, which is sad because I liked both of them. How dare you, SNL? Just kidding.
Tons of people try out though, and don't get it.
Exactly.
That was another thing I learned on Dax's podcast. I think it was Will Forte.
Yeah,
was one of the only people who have been offered SNL and turned it down.
He turned it down?
He turned it down, and then he tried again and got it again.
Why did he turn it down?
I think he explains it on the podcast, and I can't remember exactly what he said, but I think it was one of those, like, he kind of freaked out.
Oh, because he got it? And he was like, ah?
Right. So, isn't that insane? Can you imagine being accepted for SNL and then turning it
just
down?
Being like, no, thank you. I changed my mind.
Good Lord.
That's crazy.
So what other shows have we been watching?
What did you start watching? I can't believe that
we started watching it.
Yeah, not technically the right way. Let's say that.
So Love Island Season 5 is on Hulu. I don't know when this happened.
Yeah.
The show is just happening currently.
Yeah.
And like, I really wanted to watch this season as it was happening so we could vote.
Yeah.
Like, I was really excited to vote.
Can we vote?
I don't know.
Can we? Europe?
I don't know. It says you can vote on the app, so I guess I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I just assumed like anyone can have the app.
I mean, that's a good point. I didn't think about that. We should definitely try to vote.
But we're so far behind, so we gotta catch up.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like, okay, there is a streaming service where you can watch all old 90s Nickelodeon cartoons, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it's called.
Me?
I'm trying to think. I know because I was going to subscribe to it.
That's crazy.
I think it's called VRV. What is VRV? Oh gosh, it's a video. It's a unique streaming service.
Did you know there was 10 seasons of all that?
Really? But basically, you get like Boomerang, Cartoon Hangover, Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll is like for anime. Nick Splat. So that's your fave Nick throwback show. So I guess you'd get Nick Splat too. What? But VRV is $10 plus tax. I don't know how much Nick Splat is.
Do you know what show I really want to watch from old Nickelodeon?
What?
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
That's on Nick Splat.
Stop.
Yeah, that's.
I want to watch it so bad. I loved that. And Clarissa explains it all.
Right? So VRV or go to VRV and you can see it, but I'll probably subscribe.
BRB.
BRB as in violin.
Do you remember Hey Dude?
Yeah, there's Rocko's Modern Life, Rocket Power, Angry Beavers, Keenan and Kel, Wild Thornberries, Cat Dog, Chalk Zone. Do you remember Chalk Zone?
No.
Are you kidding me?
Do you remember Salute Your Shorts?
Yes.
Camp
Pete and Pete.
on Awana, we hold you in our hearts. And when we think about you, it makes me wanna fart.
It's I Hope I Never Part. Get it right or pay the piper. We watched a lot of TV. Okay, so the show that I am starting over is Stranger Things. And you started season 3, right?
Yes, we've only watched the first episode so far.
Okay, so yeah, I'm rewatching it. I'm so excited. I'm watching again being like, oh my God, I forgot that happened. Oh my God, I forgot that happened. Yeah. He, what's the young kid's name who goes missing? Spoiler alert if you haven't seen Stranger Things, but Will, he's just gone missing and it's like so upsetting. I was like, oh.
So this is not a spoiler, but season 3 breaks my heart because they're growing up way too fast.
I know. That's what I was thinking when I watched the first season. I was like, oh my God, they're getting so old.
It's insane. I don't like it.
No.
Like, they're not allowed to grow.
They're not allowed. We're going to go
just
yell
like
at
my
them.
kids. I always tell them, I'm like, can you stop and getting older, please?
I know. I always like pick on them and they look at me and I'm like, listen, soon, you're going to be...
My bad.
My phone's always on silent.
I told you that alarm was going to go off.
Before we started.
Silent. Alarms
she's like,
are not silent. That's not how it works. Don't
Your
you have an iPhone?
not silent.
Alarms aren't silent.
Oh, it was in my pouch.
Are you a kangaroo?
Yeah.
My pouch.
My pouch. But I always pick on your sons because soon they're going to be taller than me and then they can pick on me.
Soon they're going to be taller than me.
Right?
Shoot.
So speaking of Stranger Things, I found a quiz and I really wanted to do it because I feel like I know who I like more. And I feel like it's it's like a Twilight thing, right now. Isn't it not? Steve or Jonathan from Stranger Things.
Oh my God.
Because I saw Team Steve and Team Jonathan. It reminds me of Twilight.
That's hilarious.
Right? So I thought we'd take it really quick.
Okay, let's do this.
All right. Do you want me to read the first one?
Yes.
You guys should take it with us. You arrive at school. What's the first thing you do? Oh, my God. Hang out with friends. Grab a book from the library. Go to your first class. That's why you're at school. Sit in the parking lot with the bae. With bae.
My God.
Not with the bae. With bae. I hate that I say bae. It makes me sound really old.
Oh, no.
Which one?
School.
Which one are you picking?
I really want to pick the book one.
Do it. That's okay. Think back to when you were in high school. What would you have been doing? I would have been hanging out with my friends. I didn't have a bae at high school.
Yeah.
I think you would have went to the library.
Probably.
You would have had a book.
That's what I do now. So.
Well, and you would have had a book with you. So we went to the library a lot. All right, your turn.
Who are you sitting with at lunch? My friends, myself, I don't eat lunch, or the rest of my sports team? Friends.
Yeah, friends. Did you hear that noise?
That was my feet.
Oh my God, I thought there was an animal in here, Elizabeth. I was like, I lifted my feet off the ground. I was like, there's something in here. I've been watching too much Stranger Things. Oh, choose an extracurricular. Photography, working, tutoring, or basketball.
Photography.
Yeah,
I
photography.
actually took photography in high school.
I did too. I remember you took it. I really liked your tree picture and your point toes picture. I was a fan. Oh, there was a bug.
Oh my goodness. Okay, choose a BFF. There's the girl from season 3 that works with Steve at the ice cream place. What's her name?
The main sister of...
God, yes, I can't think of her name. I'm terrible.
I can't think of it either. It is...
Keep it open, whatever you just...
Okay.
It's got all the characters.
Nancy.
Okay, so it's either ice cream girl that works with Steve, Nancy, Dustin, or me, myself, and I.
Okay. Oh God, Dustin's so great.
Yeah, he's my favorite. Oh, it says none. Dustin is none.
Oh.
My
What if it's a
bad.
glitch? Okay, so none. I'm gonna pick Nancy, I guess.
Yeah, right?
I like Nancy. I feel like we're kind of like Nancy in a little way, so that's probably why we like her.
Okay, your turn.
All right. What are you like in a crisis? Calm, strong, fearful, brave.
I
I have too many chords.
want to say strong.
Yeah, I would say strong for you.
I don't panic too much.
No, I would say brave. I don't think I panic either.
Yeah.
Cool.
What'd you get?
I got Jonathan.
Me too.
Do you like Jonathan better?
Yeah, I don't know. I like them both.
Me too.
like for different reasons. And
Okay, this is not true. This is more for you. I think I should have like gone somewhere because it says you are an introvert. However, you are willing to stand up for people you care about. Also, you may have hidden talent for photography. I mean, that's all true except for I'm an extrovert. Cute. So,
and then it's a gif of Jonathan saying, "I don't like most people." I'm like, "Oh, it's me. That is me.
That is you." I sent you a thing the other day that was like it was a llama, and it was like when people tell me to socialize, and the video gets really close to the llama's face, and the llama just moves out of the way. Like,
so my boss saw that,
yeah,
and he thought that was funny. He's like, "That is you," and I was like, "Oh my god, this is embarrassing. Why do I have you on Facebook?"
Did you take your enamel pin I got you? I got her an enamel pin that says "Born to be mild."
I did not take it to work.
I think you should wear it. I think they'd enjoy it.
Oh my god!
When I brought it to work because I stopped on my lunch break, and everyone's like, "That's not for you, is it?" And I was like, "Obviously not." Okay. Well, I guess we already kind of talked about this. I'm getting my own apartment.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited.
I'm so jealous.
You're going to have to come over. I already decided.
I've never lived on my own.
I know. And this is going to be the first time I've ever lived on my own without any roommates or anything like that. And it's jealous. A 1-bedroom, and it's like when you say it's like modern. Yeah. Like the pictures I've seen. I haven't actually been to it yet. No, I mean, technically I haven't either. I'll get to go tomorrow. But it like has like vaulted ceilings. Mm-hmm. It has like
and it's like all open, like the kitchen, living room.
And like, I don't know, you can see like the pieces, like the structural pieces in the ceiling, which I think is really cool. But yeah, it's 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, but I'm really excited. Yeah. And we'll have to like do like a live show or something from there so that people can see it. Yeah. I'm so excited. So a lot of stress moving tomorrow, but I've got everything packed. I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to just rip the Band-Aid. Yep, yeah. You're going to miss me as a roomie. I'm still going to come stay. Duh. Billie Eilish. And then I don't know. I have too many weddings this year. That's what I wrote.
I go, how many weddings every year? I feel like literally every summer, it's like you're going to a wedding every other weekend.
I'm like, how many weddings is too many weddings?
Stop having friends. That's how
I'm trying to get rid of them. I know. I was like, I don't know who I was talking to, but I was like, they're all the same. I think I was talking to Kurt because he was like, I literally went to 3 weddings and they were in the exact same place. And I was like,
are you serious?
Yeah. And I was like, they're all the same. Like, can we do something different, please? Like, so I mean, they're gonna be fun. A couple of my close friends are getting married, but they're just like, I don't know, they're a lot. Yeah. It's stressful, and I'm not gonna know anybody because all my friends are actually in the wedding party. So
yeah, it's gonna be I went to a wedding, and Alex was one of the groomsmen. And it was when the boys were really young. And so it was just like me and 2, like 1 tiny baby and 1 like barely toddler. Yeah. And I didn't know anyone either. And I was just like, this is the worst. Why did we do this?
Yeah. Why am I here? Couldn't I have just stayed at home?
Yeah, I should have stayed at home.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And we got our nails done.
Yeah, we did. I'm so excited because I've never had, like, I've always just had them like painted. Yeah. So we got the, what is it?
Dipped. Yeah. And so I try to paint my nails, but I'm so rough on them, like just with my job, that they would chip literally that day or the next day. And I just so mad. So I was just like, well, I'm done painting my nails. But I really liked when other people had their nails done. So I went and tried it, and then I forced you to try it. And now
this is supposed to be like a little better for you than like acrylic, right?
Yes.
I bet better for your nails.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're not supposed to, like, you're supposed to take breaks, obviously, which I have not been doing. I'll probably take a break after wedding season. But I really like them that, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm excited. I got matte black, which is like very neat.
Well, and I was trying to get like a mauve, but it turned more of a pink, but that's fine.
Yeah, I still like it.
Yeah, I still like it. But I love the matte black.
I'm so excited.
Emo AF.
Ayo.
So what new games are you playing on your phone?
Okay, so Harry Potter.
Yeah.
First of all.
I'm mad at Harry Potter, though. It won't work.
It's Wizards Unite.
Yes.
And it's made by, Niantic.
Yep.
Who made the Pokemon Go game. And it's almost identical to it, but Harry Potter instead.
Yeah.
So, like, there's, like, instead of Pokestops, there's greenhouses and inns. And then there's a place you can battle. And I can't remember what that's called. But I downloaded it sometime last week and, like, literally didn't go anywhere except my house. It was just in my house, so I never got to do anything. And then when we went back to my mom's house this weekend, she's got a lot of stuff around her, so it was kind of cool to actually experience the game.
Yeah, well, I was trying to do it like at work during my lunch break, And it kept like freezing and it wouldn't let me click on anything or do anything. So I don't know if I need like an update or something.
It's just gotten popular. So, because you remember Pokemon Go used to crash like that all the time.
Yeah,
right
so I'm wondering if it's gotten popular around there. Because there's like a ton of stuff around me. So I was like, perfect. I can just walk around.
I should check at work because I've never noticed what is there.
It's usually like monuments. So wherever there, did you play Pokemon Go like ever at work? Okay, then never mind.
Nope.
I definitely didn't either. And they got rid of our they got rid of all the stops around me, and I was so upset. I was like, listen, this is where I caught my Pikachu with the Santa hat. I still play sometimes.
Because they got rid of it at your actual work. Because I remember...
maybe we shouldn't be saying this. Maybe they'll get rid of the Harry Potter stuff too.
Oh, God.
Don't do it. Don't ruin my life.
Right? Yeah. Because I talked to someone who works for an insurance company, and like they had people call and ask how they can get rid of their Pokestop because people were hanging around and they didn't want that.
Yeah, you just have to call the game company.
It's crazy.
And they'll take it off. So what they do is they take it off and then they just move it somewhere else to like a park bench or like something else. So, somewhere else that's like more public. And then what's another game you're playing? I'm looking at Pocket Camp is pretty fun.
Pocket Camp is teaming up with Sanrio. And that's the company that makes Hello Kitty. And
I didn't know that was the company name. Cool.
It's a huge, like, they make all those because there's going to be Hello Kitty, like, set of stuff, and then Cinnamon Roll and Keroppi and all the different characters. I'm so excited. The only thing is they're not going to have, I don't think, we haven't seen anything in the preview, is that they're going to have Gudetama.
I know. We need to write a letter.
Because Gudetama is part of Sanrio.
Yeah, we need Gudetama. Please.
But I fell in love with, I don't know how you say it, but it looks like Puchako. He's a puppy.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's how you say it.
I think it was when we went to Mall of America when I was like a preteen, and we got to go to one of those stores that had all that like Japanese kind of stuff, and I got like playing cards and stationery and all this stuff with that little puppy on it, and I love him so much. And it looks like we're gonna get a T-shirt with him on it.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
He's my favorite.
I downloaded the update because Jackie and I were looking at it today, and we thought it was coming out today, so we're updating our apps
Thursday,
but it comes out Thursday.
Yeah.
We got pretty excited because I was like, "What?"
I about screamed when I saw it.
I was so excited because, like, I don't know, I kind of like got after the wedding stuff. I wasn't really into it, and Jackie said she wasn't either. So I kind of like stopped updating it, but now I updated it, and I just want my Harry Potter app to work. I just need it to work, okay?
Yeah, I know. Hopefully they
because it worked in Grinnell fine.
Patch it or whatever. Because I'm sure it's just like a overuse thing. Like there's too many people on the server.
Yeah,
.
Boo. And then we also this weekend went back and saw our family, and we played a lot of Jackbox.
Oh my gosh.
And we I think we need to go. We have our favorites right now. We love the t-shirt one.
Yeah, the t-shirt one is
Quiplash.
like we always play like the other ones that don't require quite as much like thinking, and then the t-shirt is like one of the last ones we do because we just get weird.
Well, because like after we've been playing for like hours, you start getting weird, and then you're like, you know what we should do? Design t-shirts.
I was literally crying with tears streaming down my face because of the word pants.
Yeah, pants. And it was a guy with a knife, and it said
was
pants.
it Daniel that drew that picture? Because it looked like a Daniel picture. And it was just like a guy holding a knife, and it said pants. And I made the t-shirt, and it was the funniest thing, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
I still don't understand.
It was so
why.
funny. Well, my thing is like the game started giving us like really good drawings, and all of us would be like, okay, none of us drew this.
I'm curious, because I don't think we've ever played with only 4. Is that why?
We played with 3 with Kelsey and didn't do that. What I was thinking is, you know how Morgan was like dealing with Graceland? I think it's because she wasn't getting enough in there. Because like Daniel, we were all like, she kept missing. So I think that's why they're filling it in, which is fine. But it was just like really nice drawings. And I was like, yeah, none of us did that.
Yeah. Well, because I was the same way. Because like when Graceland was near me, I was drawing like a tree. And like I can't draw naughty things.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. When your son was playing, what were we playing? It's the draw something game or whatever.
Oh yeah, Drawful.
And mom's like, you're being really good. And I was like, I have Raylan next to me.
He really wants to play some. So what?
Yeah, that one's good. Like, that one's not naughty, so we can definitely do that one. But I was just like, I'm being
they
good.
They connect like their iPads, right?
Yeah, they can. Yeah. We should play with them.
So we have to do that sometime.
Definitely. And I think they'd be good at
Raylan
the other
really
ones too.
Likes playing games.
I noticed he was having so much fun, and Weston's like, yes.
I know. I feel so bad. He had to go to bed, but also wanted it to get weird.
Right. We're like, well, let's get weird now that the children are out. But I think, honestly, I want to like start from the beginning and play every single game because I can't play by myself.
We played, what's that
the
one?
dating
like
one.
Monster Date
Monster
or Monster
Date,
Love
yeah.
or something.
And we played it wrong because I think you're not supposed to know who our characters are, but we all know what we're going to name ourselves. So next time we need to play with like a bigger group, and then you can't tell what your
I think it'll be fun to be anonymous.
Yeah.
Like, it'll just make it that much more fun because we were just goofing around anyway.
Yeah.
But like, so that was after the pants incident. So and you only get like 4 messages per round to send to other players. So I was using my messages to my brother to send the word pants. And that's all we were doing back and forth was pants, pants, pants.
And then like they introduce different characters and you're like, no one can see what character you are. So you have like different abilities or whatever. So it was really fun. And I was like, this makes me just want to play all the games. So yeah, we're going to have to do that. Yeah. We've just been, playing a lot of games, listening to a lot of podcasts, a lot of entertainment things.
And I was getting creative, too, with my bullet journal.
Yeah,
I talked about that.
Yeah, it's so cute, guys. You should post a picture of it on Patreon.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Because it's so cute. She has patience and I do not, so I cannot do that.
Well, like, I did bullet journal for a while, but I had, like, one that was, like, double this size.
Yeah.
So there was way more space to fill up, and I kind of like the smaller size. Just to try and get back into it.
Yeah.
And I was doing a monthly spread and then weekly spreads too.
Oh,
so it was like a lot. So now I'm just doing a monthly. And like my June was very like sparse, but I have a bookshelf on each month. So every time I finish a book, I color in a book on my bookshelf. So that's my favorite part of it really. But I don't know. I just need something to help keep me organized.
Yeah.
And like keep certain thoughts in one area.
Oh my God, it's so crazy how different we are.
But I do want to do like a page too for like the exercise and stuff so that I keep doing it and I have motivation because then I can fill in like a little square every day that I work out.
Oh my God, do me a favor for 1 month or every month. Can you make like a little like pocket camp person or something?
Oh my God.
Wouldn't that be so
good
cute?
At drawing though.
You are good at drawing. Look at that.
No, that's just like squares. I can use my ruler for this.
You're mean. I
can attempt.
Do it. I drew myself on my iPad. Did I show you that?
Yeah.
I showed it to your sons.
Yeah.
They thought I was really cool. They're the only people who think I'm cool.
Yeah, they're always saying, what do they call you?
Oh, yeah. What did they call me?
Oh, no.
Something
Sub Sammy.
Sub Sammy. Why?
Like every night they're like, where's Sub Sammy? Is she coming home
Where'd
tonight?
Sub come from?
I don't know. They just said it one day.
All right. That's my new name on Twitter. Sub Sammy.
Sub Sammy.
Oh, man.
Kids are weird.
Yeah, they are. I love it. Our 4th of July was good.
Yeah.
We had some fireworks, ate some food.
Party at my house.
It was really fun. Played some games. Fun. We're definitely going to have another game night.
We need a specific game night.
Yeah. I agree.
Because I know Nicole didn't get her game fill.
No, and I want to like get some more games that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get all the games. All right, on that note, we better get going. We've got more tea to drink and books to read. Our social medias are down below. Make sure to rate and review the podcast.
Yes,
it helps people find us. And come join us on Patreon. We get more, it's definitely more personal there.
Yeah.
We want to show you guys more of us and, kind of like show you like pictures of her bullet journal or just things that happen throughout the day that are funny and weird that, because a lot of weird stuff happens to us.
Listen,
and we have a lot of stories.
We are weird.
We are definitely weird. Weird. All right. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.